got it. Sitting in the office one day and had a family friend come in. He lived a few miles from my parents. Dale Matthews owned a mobile home park. It was a very, very classy mobile home park. Yeah, the road that went through it was called SoCo Lane. When you name a road in a mobile home park after a liquor drink, you know what you're dealing with, right? It's classic. So he comes in and he had like 6 lots in there, and he had applications, and he was going to apply for 6 more permits. And I said, man, that's all right, Dale. Got some new land. He said, no, I'm going to put another house on each lot. I said, Dale, those are 0.9 acre lots in clay soils. Already got a 3-bedroom house on them and a well. It's not going to work. I just want to try. I said, Dale, please, it won't fit. Like, I know enough about what we do. It won't fit. Please don't do it. Save your money. And so I talked him out of it, and Dale was a little bit, he trusted me, but he was a little disappointed, I could tell. But he went on. I actually felt like I did good, right? Because I talked him out of it. I had no desire to say no. Not the greatest regulator in the world, because I didn't like saying no to people. It was uncomfortable. He goes on about his business. I come in the office the next week, and guess what's sitting on my desk? Applications for 6 permits, 6 lots in SoCo Lane. And I called him up and I said, Dale, he said, I just want to see. I said, okay. So I meet him out there, I dig some holes. Lot 1, it was closer than I thought. But we probably spent better than an hour on lot 1, and I could not make it work. You got an existing system. I got setbacks to lots, 10 foot. I got setbacks off of the trailer house. I got a well on the property. And I'm over here in clay soils trying to make it work, and I got setbacks between 2 systems. What is that setback? 20 feet, right? And so I'm like, Dale, and I'm showing him, and he said, okay. And we go to lot 2. Spent the better part of the day. Lot 1 wouldn't work, 2 wouldn't work, 3 wouldn't work, 4 wouldn't work. I couldn't make any of them work. He said, man, I really, really appreciate you putting effort in. You didn't just say no, you tried. I said, well, it just won't work. He said, can I get my money back? I said, no, no, you can't get your money back. I tried to tell you not to do this. And so he said, all right. He was disappointed, but I think he did believe me when I told him. He saw me try to lay them out, work, and fudge things around. A few weeks passed by, and I get a phone call out of the blue, driving a county Ford Ranger, Lee County, down Corner Boulevard, and guy on the phone says, Jonathan? I said, yeah, it's me. He said, you got time for me to show you what you did wrong on SoCo Lane? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I didn't do anything wrong on SoCo Lane. He said, we screwed it up. I got it worked out. He said, when can you meet me out there? I said, I'll meet you out there right now.
U-turn.
And turn it around, back towards SoCo Lane, come on there. Let's look at it. We go to lot 1, and he says, you know, did you ever consider moving the existing mobile home, reposition it, laying across like this? We could turn it sideways. And no, I didn't think about that. He said, also, do you know we could combine those 2 systems into one septic system? On 2 lots could be on one septic system. Now what do I lose when I do that? When I put 2 lots, setback. I no longer have a 20-foot setback. All of a sudden, lot 1 worked. We go to lot 2, he said, let's do this. Let's look at panel block. Now, panel block was not something we used a whole lot in Sanford because it was expensive, right? Right. But now, the possibility of designating that as repair made my repair area smaller. You start comboing systems up, moving things around, lot 2 works. Lot 3 works. Lot 6 took a while, poking and moving, and lot 6 worked. When lot 6 worked, I had the biggest smile on my face. There was a sense of accomplishment where we had figured something out, and I had a sense that we did good that day, right? And standing there with Dale Matthews, myself, and Thomas Boyce, we're on that lot, and I didn't know Thomas, but I was like, man, this is awesome. You see how excited I get to learn something, right? And Thomas looks at Dale, and he said, isn't it a damn shame the level of ignorance the public has to put up with from environmental health? And I'm smiling still, right? And I realize slowly, who's he talking about? And I have ill will in my heart at all. I was happier than Dale was, it worked out. And then all of a sudden I realized that, man, he's talking about me. And I got mad. Like shaking, tear in your eye kind of mad. And I started to walk away, and this is truth. There is anything true. I said, no. I said, my father would be ashamed of me if I don't hit this man. I need to hit him. He needs it, right? And at a certain time in life that needs to be done. And so go up to him, and I'm picking out my line right here. I will roll him over. He said, why are you failing? I said, I will lay him down. Shaking mad. And I backed away several times, had to pull myself away, got back in my Ford Ranger, drove back to the county offices, put my files on the desk, going home, taking the rest of the day off. Walk out, didn't say nothing to anybody, leave, go home. I was so mad I could not sleep. I had no ill will. I wanted it to work for Dale. And to be accused of like being part of the problem, I was sitting there at night and it worried me, it bothered me. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden I calmed down and I realized something. Peace came over me. I went to sleep. I realized I did not need to be mad at Thomas Boyce. Who do I need to be mad at?
Yourself.
What did I do?
You assume.
I let myself go to work every day, and I didn't know my job. I knew what I dealt with every day, but I didn't really push myself to know a little bit more.
Right.
And because of that, I let everybody down. I was the problem on that lot. It was a shame the level of ignorance they put up with me. And from that moment on, I took one of those rule books and I stuffed it in my back right here. I had one in the truck seat. I had one in the bathroom. And I said, I will not let this little rule book be. And what I have seen through my career is the people who decide to learn a little bit more than what is essential to get by tomorrow separate themselves wildly in our industry. Installers become resources for county people on a regular basis. When they get confused, they call them and say, hey, this is what I'm looking at. What do you think we can do? Would that not be a powerful place to put yourself in? You'll never be bid by a builder who you become a resource for, right?
Most county people don't care.
Well,
They there to get a check.
what I want you to do is I want you, if you will care, I want you to understand what the opportunity is. You will separate yourself beyond belief in this industry. And so I challenge you to do that. Care enough to learn more about what you do than what you just deal with every day. It will pay off. It will pay off. Okay? We're going into a new phase of the rules. The fellow you just saw out here has spent 25 years, but the rules are about to change. You've got an opportunity to be even on even with him. If you stick your nose in there and really learn these new rules, you can be a difference maker in your area and financially a difference maker in your life. So I challenge you to learn the rules. I challenge you to know our profession and to treat it with respect. I'll help you in any way I can. I appreciate you guys putting time in the last day or so. I'll see a lot of you guys tomorrow, and we'll add to this thing. But that's what drives me. I don't want you guys to leave without knowing it, and I want to inspire you guys to really take this profession beyond just riding a backhoe, just collecting a check, to something that it deserves. We protect water. We make all these houses happen because of us, right? So take that to heart, do good, and graduate. All right? Get out of here.
Hell yeah.
That work? Good deal. Thank you.